Rumble ban, Kalista ban. Alright, we're looking at the buys, we're looking at the Gwens, we're looking at the Azirs, we're looking at the Sinzals, we're looking at the Nefiris, we're looking at the Kaisers apparently.
Taken away as
Interesting.
More difficult
Yone ban. Now both these teams
like
let
the
Jace
core
through the
team.
draft, they didn't pick it. So I wonder if neither team
Yone
bans
also gonna
bans
bench
Jace.
not
I do think Azir is a pretty solid pick for both mids. Gwen ban. If you
like
ban Azir, they'll get
Poppy
Varus,
could
I
potentially
guess.
go, Maokai could potentially go.
But then Fnatic gets Sinzal,
Varus
which I think is
still
quite a
available as
powerful
well,
champ.
which I imagine will be the last ban here.
But then they could
Fnatic
trade
on
for
red
Vi,
side is kind of
so you're
difficult too.
-1.
And then it becomes a question of.
But if you
what
don't
is
ban
the
Azir, you can
priority
trade it for
G2
Talia. So maybe
on
Varus
this
ban is the best. Trade Azir with Talia Sin.
What do they want to grab?
Give them Vi or
It's a damn
Talia
good
Vi.
question. Look, I'm gonna say it. Aurora.
Could also ban a jungler.
I hate it.
Pantheon.
I think it looks
Works.
terrible. I don't want to see
Okay,
it.
they get
I know
Azir
there's
probably.
context that's needed there,
Or
but I want
Vi,
to keep
or
it short and
Sin,
simple.
or Varus,
Now we're gonna
whichever
talk
one
about
they
the
want.
first
They
pick
want
with the
Varus.
Pantheon banned.
I think Azir
It
is
will be
a
the
mega
bars
good one too
pick
here
them,
then.
so pretty overall.
Could
And I'm
hold
actually
though for a bit. You
surprised
could
to see
hold. You could just
Pantheon
pick like
banned, but given
Ezreal.
how good
Ezreal
it's
seems to be the
been
answer
and
into
Hugon,
Varus.
I can understand why you
And then
want to
take
take
something like
I also
Sinzal
just backed it up with the
or
things like
Vi.
Assault Masker and
Razork
Yasuo
Vi
where you
yesterday
try and
did
play
look
for
a
those side
little
lanes,
bit
so
mid.
Not fully surprised.
He was way
Ezreal
too
gonna be
aggressive,
taken.
but
I
he's a
personally,
good
as I
Vi
say,
player.
actually like Maokai.
They have a
Whenever
count
I
pick
see a
to
Varus, because
Azir, I
oftentimes
presume then.
even when he's playing
I
at
think here you
range,
should definitely
you
take
can
Sinzal.
lock him
Sinzal's a
down
good
or
pick into
chase
Vi.
him down with that ultimate from
I think
Maokai,
something
but
like
go for the
Sinzal
point
plus
and click option instead of the Vi, which
Azir
has
is
had,
fine.
I would say very
Oh,
mixed
it's
results,
Maokai.
especially when
Are they gonna do
Skip
Maokai
It's
Jace?
gonna sound the Maokai
pick, and
Alistar
Famine really
early,
has
bro.
been the
Is it a
story for most
maybe
of our
they're saying
junglers.
we're playing a
Razork is
poke
the
comp.
exception,
Braum
right?
counters
So many
Alistar,
perfect
but
Q
you need
flashes,
engage.
so many
So you
great
can't
early
pick
game
it.
plays.
Also, you need to pick a
Now
mid
they're
laner
gonna
like
pair with
Talia
the
onto
Talia,
here,
try to
or you
get
get banned out.
probably that strong jungle mid combo.
So Fnatic's
But
comp
I
is
do
pretty
get
strong
worried
right now.
as we
They
get
kind of need a
later in the
bit
game,
more
right? The
making.
simplicity of setup.
They're gonna
the
need like
just
a
raw power of the champions that G2
like a
brought to
Rakan
the
on
table
4 would be
is something
quite
that's
nice.
gonna have to be dealt with.
Or like
Yeah,
a
I think
Nautilus.
he doesn't particularly
Some
find it
solid
attractive
bans
in the
here,
bottom
like
lane, it
Azir
makes
ban
things
for
easier.
Fnatic would make a
I
lot
feel
of
like he
sense.
got a very strong boss on
Jace
the map,
ban could make a
and
lot of
the
sense.
only one maybe is banning
Wei
away top
ban,
laners
I
as
see
well
it,
for
sure, yeah.
G2, so a little
Rel
bit
can work on
difficult for
4,
the
but it's
Naruto
not the
lane,
best,
but
I think.
Either way, pretty strong
I think
craft.
for sure Rakan ban.
And on the Fnatic side, I imagine
maybe
the
Poppy
Azir
or
final
Rel,
ban
yeah.
here as well, just kind of the
I
go-to
think Nautilus
answer
kind
to
of
Italy in
fits.
a lot of these.
Oh, Mickey,
Would
maybe Mickey
just
can
make
cook something up
the
on support
threat of
here.
the scaling
I think you
team
can
fight
also
of
try
G2
something like
that
Bard
much more
game, but
lethal.
it's hard to say if
The
they'll have
early
much value
Alistar
outside of
prio,
Varus.
Post level 6 at least.
They could have gone Silas
doesn't
onto
just
you,
get
right, actually.
immediately deleted
That would have
the
gone
second
pretty
that
hard.
they overstep
Maybe
even,
they just want
you know,
Talia because she pairs really well with Vi.
Instead of the Azir, I would
Maybe
actually,
they have a free ban here,
wouldn't mind an
G2.
Azir here. It's a bit tough into the Talia.
I feel
as
like
the, you know,
Rel
the
is a
dash
good ban if you just
mitigated,
want to stop
but
engage,
I
but
do
otherwise
really
you have a
want
free ban.
little bit more
Gragas, yeah, makes
proactive
sense. Into
team
Alistar,
fight
Mickey
engage.
X.
We hear a little, you know, exactly
They're gonna
what
go
the
for the
range is.
Braum.
Maokai gives some of
Okay,
that.
they need to be
Wouldn't mind a
very
little bit
careful
more for
here
G2, but maybe they
with
feel
this
like they have
Braum
enough,
pick,
as the
because if
Braum
they
is
go
the
like
number
Azir
here.
Jace here,
I don't
I'm
mind the
quite
Alistar
worried for
in
this
these
comp.
situations where you're already
I think
having
Azir
an
Jace
kind of
4-5 here
engage
is
on
absolutely
PvP with
brutal.
a lot of our
But I
teams
don't know if
don't
BB wants to
enable
play that.
Alistar particularly well either.
I feel like Caps would
Sure,
also
does
maybe
very
not want to
well
play
on
that.
situations
I
where
think it's
you're
a
able to
free
have
window.
flank angles, so then it's
Jax
less telegraphed
makes
who
sense with
wants
the
to try
Gragas
and make
ban.
those plays, so we'll have to see if G2
Okay, they're going
be a
Jax
little bit
Jace.
stronger, but
Jax
Jace-
Jace mid.
Okay.
I think Azir
So
mid,
I actually
Jace top
thought,
could have gone harder
looking
there.
at their comp saying, okay, maybe they wanted with an
Poppy
Azir
top
ban
is
to
kind
go
of shit.
for,
Sion
Victor to
top
Jace,
is kind
try
of
and make sure
shit.
that they're able to have this like long range
GP
poke, and they
is
can try
pretty
and
shit.
keep Fnatic at bay and try and force their hand
Maybe
to
it's a
lot of
Malphite
these fights,
game, you know?
I
No
think it's
cap.
a good call here. It's a little difficult for Fnatic now,
Cassante.
where the only person who has
Cassante,
that go
what?
button is Razork,
Why?
and there's no guarantee that he's not just going to be left out to fight.
Cassante Braum into Maokai Varus Jace. I think they're just walking fucking training dummies, aren't they? They're just going to get permanently poked. Cassante is not a good champ anymore.
In
1v1 is probably fine, you know, but in this comp, I don't know.
was a safe option.
I thought, or like the reason I liked.
Hello. Subscribe now.
Enjoy the rest of the video.
I don't know, because like
BB,
I've seen
you
enough
got
kung fu movies
50
where they
to
turn
60
around and
damage
go,
on the
"My hands are
Cassante.
now lethal
I
weapons."
think you
So
should have
clearly
just
at some
fished.
point
Oh, he got a pretty good
in
ward as well,
training,
actually. What the
they
fuck?
become weapons.
Taking the Krugs. Nice little pump back from LeBron. Of course, awkward thing here about picking the Alistar so early is that Mickey gets this free Braum pick, and it might be awkward in the comp.
Ooh, I think
Depending
not
on what
bad
the game
damage onto the
looks
Varus.
like. But in the lane
I love how
phase against
Dracos
melee
talks about
champs, Braum,
Jax's weapon, whether it's like a
so
good
damn
one, it's a
good.
lamp, and then my mod comes in and says, that lamp is not a normal lamp, it's the last light of a Kathia. Oh, okay. Cool, man. I mean, Ezreal Braum will will
get
fuck the
immediately
Alistar
tap
up in this
fighting.
lane.
Yeah.
This is
And
not a pretty
reminder,
lane.
if you are, it's
They've played
one of the
each
most
other
played matches we've ever had here in LEC
115
history,
times.
and it has gone
What?
in favor of G2-3.
Caps must have watched me play Jace mid in solo
Seem
queue.
to
Like,
always
oh,
lose
that
in
makes
the
sense
end in
actually. I'll play.
recent years.
Okay, bot lane looks
in
not
a
too bad
decent
anymore.
position to fight, unfortunately for G2
Okay, a bit of top push for G2.
I think it'll be
Because
Full
every
trade
time
in
we think
jungle.
we have the top 4 figured
The
out,
problem G2 has is bot
one of
wave is
these best of
slow
throes
pushing
comes
into
along
red
and throws
side,
everything on
and
its head.
Razork might
Felt
wrap
like
around the
pretty
back,
clear.
but he is on
G2,
a ward
KC,
doing that.
Fnatic, and the Fnatic lost to SK.
So now they have to be
Maybe
very
Koi,
careful with their
Koi
wave.
losing
This is a very
games.
awkward one. I bet you their wave is slow
Everything
pushing and
up in
Razork's
the
right
air.
behind
Fnatic
them.
currently 4-2, G2 3-2.
I think it's a base angle for
Same
Razork
amount
though,
of
unless
series.
there's
We'll
something
see
crazy
who
to do here. These last 2
comes
minions
out
die,
on
the
top.
play's over.
But Razork setting up for a first gank here.
Oh,
Mickey
okay,
Q
they're sending it.
forward, looking to lock up LeBron.
It's gonna work, it's gonna work. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful from Fnatic.
No,
Not beautiful! Not beautiful! Not beautiful from Fnatic! Not beautiful! Big trade from G2. He has barrier.
The dive won't be there for the side of Fnatic.
Okay.
Upset walking away.
First blood's not really worth anything.
On the bottom side, but owning this match against Humanoid is
Ooh,
Hansama.
Hansama overcooking a bit here. He's trying to keep them interested. Trying to keep the wave there, keep them interested. Stop the Krugs! Get down here! Get down here, Velia! Stop doing your camp!
They over on where Skewmond is. Bit of poke onto Upset. They need to get the hell out. LeBron.
Oh, into the root.
Nice little knockback.
Into the bop,
Mickey
into the
looking for
knock.
Lockup. He's not even able to get to the back power of the wall and flash over. He's stunned again.
Q.
Dashes back to Upset.
Oh.
Still living for an extra moment. Skewmond Q flash forward. Upset push.
Yeah,
The
of course I'll
initial
blame
play
Velia.
so good. It turns
on
into a
knockout.
1-for-1.
Members of Fnatic now on the way.
Ooh,
Double
they're
TP.
matching a TP. It's a
Full
4-man
committal.
dive.
Broken Blade. You came to the wrong part of town, buddy. The question is, can he live
How
this?
did they dive him though? Oh, he
Four
didn't eat
stacks,
the stun.
Knocked back there, punted into the wall. All out is Oscar in it. He can't cancel that one anymore.
Oh, it's
They're
one
walking
kill for
away,
BB.
and the tower's gonna finish
What?
the job. BB still manages to get one.
I wonder if it looks even better if he eats the brown passive.
This is
Not bad that he gets a kill in 1v5.
Hiccup for
Not
Broken
bad at
Blade,
all.
And what if
Fnatic, the ones consistently making these aggressive plays, trying to find the angle level 6 to level 6.
Double combo.
LeBron here as well,
QE.
taps off
Varus
to the
ult.
side. They're in trouble now. Oscar has found the flank.
Razor
but he doesn't
can't
have the
move.
ulti, trying to chase down Hans
Into
off
the
of
ground.
one. And
Mickey
now
dead.
2, take it down. Mickey running, burning,
Easy
ticking.
pick by
Caps
G2.
grabbing that one. Hans getting a
Fnatic
kill
try
as
and
well.
retake topside.
It just looks effortless.
But
Again,
Fnatic's just
Fnatic
waiting for them.
Fumbled.
out of the map and
G2
G2
and G2
punish
just waiting for
Fnatic
him, sorry.
well.
I don't want to give them first setup. We know what Maokai looks like when
Oh, he
gets
thought he
the
had
ult,
Q3.
when you have to walk into him, and he looks broken as Oscar in.
No flash.
Finding
Is
out
he just
firsthand
dead
that
here?
there's not really a good way out of this one.
He doesn't
Yeah,
have
he's dead.
flash.
Nope,
all
he's
out.
dead.
Or
Ooh, the minions
Flash E,
extending
Hansama?
that range. The
Oh,
forward
oh,
keeping
okay,
it
nice.
safe.
Alistar flashes, you
Flash,
save it.
Q.
And all. And one
Crowd
of the things
is
I wanted to
lagging.
highlight was you were like,
So Augusta might be all they have
Hansama's
left on the side
3-0.
of Fnatic, Rob. This is a
Humanoid's
tough
gonna get
early
chunked
game.
big time here.
Humanoid's Maokai.
Look at
and
Talia
both
items.
champions,
He
and you
doesn't
get
do
ahead.
damage.
It is so
He's in a base and by a
impressive
blasting
for
wonder
the
or
enemy
catalyst,
team.
he's still
You've
not
got
gonna do
poke,
damage.
You've got third play on
Oski,
the
no
bottom
flash
side
still.
for Fnatic.
Alistar can tank the tower
Oscar
forever.
still Cassante.
Alistar doesn't give a
When he
fuck.
goes all out. Pathmaker going to be the big cooldown. Waiting for a long
Doesn't even
time.
have
He's
to
going to
ult.
delete it before he can even use it. He just
Doesn't
dies.
even have to ult. 3 grubs to G2 as well. Cover the wave. Gets one grub, get out.
Almost a 4K.
Bro, why
Still,
is,
though, I mean,
how is Fnatic
G2
just
can get
always
five
countered
wins
by
here, they're
G2?
pretty
Like,
happy
it is
with that,
just...
especially as we said, like,
It could be 5
their
Sorakas, they're
split
just
push is
countered.
high. Player just gets the auto
Caps
attack
is
wave
Humanoid's
and shove it
father?
in anyway, so
Really?
you can have a
Did we get
lot
the
of
test?
pressure there as Caps.
Definitely
You
can.
are
Looks
the
pretty
father.
Big. Humanoid trying to make a play. Weaver's walled down. Hansama isolated. We'll get the ulti off. Flashing off to the
That was a
side.
good
and
play.
now it's Humanoid in
By,
trouble.
Hansama,
Patience
not
on the
by
flash.
Humanoid.
Key from Hansama. Stepping up.
Yeah, it
I mean,
is.
the way
Look,
Talia
I
works is
respect
Talia
it.
either
That
drops
was
wave
kind of
or
what we're saying,
push
like,
wave,
Fnatic
hover,
kinda
and
needs
ult mid
to
all the
make some
time.
sort of
Get
play like
support
that.
flash, get AD flash,
Flash.
hover, get a
Flash
kill.
response cleanse as
Every
well.
time
So
it's
trying
up,
to get out
almost.
flash. That's a lot of flashes.
Holy
They're trying to
shit,
save the day.
G2 one
Upset
set kill.
running, getting away, but he's going to burn down in the end.
But
Razor
that
now needs
one
to get the
wasn't
hell
the
as well.
best.
This is the TP.
Do I need to
Offset
remove
getting
banger
caught
from the
there.
title?
Again,
I do
it's
need to
just
remove banger from the
G2
title.
so
I am not
quickly
liable for any non-bangers.
It's how well
And if
they've
I
been
remove
able to
banger
help
from the title, it'll
mid
turn
lane
into
push
a
for
banger.
upsetting. Well, I
Drake
guess
in
that's how we
130.
do it.
G2
How do you
are
play the
road
game
runner,
as
and
Fnatic?
Fnatic
I
are
feel
Wile
like they have
Coyote,
zero
and they've got
engage.
A lot of bad explosives.
They have 0 winning
It's
2v2s or
just-
3v3s
it's
anywhere
just
other than
not
bot
working.
3v3
It's,
early,
they're standing
maybe.
safely on the cliff,
But it's
and
obviously
the front
50
part of
minutes
the
in.
cliff stays in the air,
And
the
then they're-
entire rest
You
of
get
the map
outranged,
falls.
you get
100%.
outside laned, you get out engaged, you
I
get
mean,
out
it feels
poked.
pretty hard, you know?
I feel like their best,
Kinda
like
was a Looney
Talia
Tunes
as a
early
champ,
game.
But
she
they just
functions
kinda
really
lift up the
well
front
with
of
like
Fnatic and it just
Nautilus
says
or
active.
Leona or
Yep.
or
Yeah. The Acme
sometimes
early
like
game,
Alistar.
not-
A combo
not
into play off the
working
Talia
at all.
combo. Or like a Varus, you
Now
know, it helps.
It's a lull.
But Talia has
in the
zero
action.
setup this game other than
Herald, I don't
Vi.
think this is a great time for Fnatic to
And if
respond.
Vi has to go in to
Again,
get the
they need to
Talia
pick up
combo in a
sideways.
5v5,
They're behind on the
she's
push.
just gonna
They're
die as
behind the
well.
vision setup.
That's why I think the Alistar pick made a lot of sense when
But
they
right
go
now,
Ezreal
Jack
Vi
Specter's sitting
1-2.
backstage saying Drake's is about to
I
talk
think
about
the best thing they can
mid-priority,
do in
and
that
he's
case is
right,
take
because
Brown,
Bounty
but then they're
Varus
still
loses
playing
in
no engage into
mid-prio
Maokai
to
Jace.
no one.
They should have banned Jace, played into
Especially
Maokai
a
Varus and
5
had a
kill
different mid, I
Varus, you
guess.
know, Tier 2s, which is a
Maybe
massive
Sylas
sum
on
of
3
gold
was
for
the
a bunch
better
of these
pick.
players.
Gives them Maokai also,
So I
right? So
think
at least
this
they have
is
some
where you're
engage.
going to see
Approaching your
Can't
third
Fnatic just
item
build armor?
before you even stack the tier.
It's hard to just build armor
Is,
forehead, you know, like they need gold first.
infrequently
And even when
see.
they do, they have a Maokai with Liandry's.
Sometimes it's really
Like,
just about item completions. More
sometimes
often
when a
than
comp
not,
is full
control on
AD,
the map. But Fnatic are very
people are like, oh, it's over.
Completions.
I mean,
So
full
even
AD
though you
obviously
could
sucks, but it
maybe
sucks if you go
argue a little bit of
hyper
difference
late
here
game.
and there. Hey, mid lane's
What if
not
we
too
dive
bad.
Broken Blade?
Depending on the
for
comps, though.
third
Depending on the
time?
comps.
Diversity
Okay,
doesn't
T2,
succeed,
okay.
again.
Mickey's just gonna let him die, I guess.
One
Nothing to do
shot,
there.
Razork before the fight even starts.
Razork insta dead.
Striking
Say the line.
again,
I mean,
Fnatic
this is
again, they
unlosable
have
for
to
G2.
go
Like, This isn't even a joke
Yeah.
anymore.
They don't get to lose gracefully. There's no
I know we
version
do
of
it as a
lose
joke sometimes,
gracefully
but
in
this is
scale. They don't
completely
have a
cooked.
clear path.
The thing is, they don't
Definitely
really
feels
have a
like
champ
when the
that
chips are
brings
down,
them to the
Fnatic's
late
in,
game,
Fnatic are
or
going
gets
for
them
these
to the late game and
plays.
carries it away.
All the G2
So
are
even if
doing is
G2 int
running
like
to where
5
Humanoid
times,
is on
I
the
just
map
don't
and
see
saying,
it.
"Good, we'll catch you there."
Even in
At
an
the same
even
time,
game state, I
What
think
the hell are
G2
you going to do
wins.
in the Cassante win?
Let alone 6k
This
gold
is
with
the
2
problem.
Drakes.
It looks like on the,
Yeah, the Cassante is useless. I think that Cassante, they needed an engaged champ on 5. I think they just had to second and pick a Malphite or an Ornn.
Still,
Or a Scion, just fucking tank the
G2
lane.
run this.
Steal it away.
So you can't
and
say
get a
another
bunch of
stomp
XP
bed.
back.
Yesterday was
You know,
crazy
there's
good.
beginning.
The thing is, you have to
Alright,
steal it
Ezreal's 2
and
items.
win
Get that
the
Mirror mana
ensuing
and get a
fight so
fight
you
going,
can get the
because this is
flowers.
a
It's down to
horror.
the change rather
Talia
than
also
like,
should have
just
Seraph
stealing
soon.
it,
Let's
never
go.
really
Oh, but here's the play. Humanoid trying to kick
Humanoid
things
just
off.
said,
Stopping the
watch
dashes,
me.
lockup is there. Mickey X blocking as
And
much as
went
he can.
for it.
Oscar coming in, trying to peel, but
Oh,
Caps and
God.
Broken Blade are off to the side.
Oh,
Eyes on the
God.
counter strike.
Oh, God.
Flash
Turn it
in,
off.
free
Turn
man
it
from
off.
Broken Blade. Lockup from Razor.
Turn it
But
off.
they just don't have the damage at this point in the
Fnatic's
game. G2
Oh,
simply
nice,
too far
nice
ahead.
cancel
Two-man
there.
flick.
Really
Going
nice
in,
cancel.
upset. Good
Otherwise,
damage
they were
from the ulti.
absolutely
All
cooked.
members of Fnatic standing, but with blinking health bars.
They lost almost
G2
every
still
flash in the
control
game
of
for that.
river.
What was it that stopped him? Was it? I thought it was a Cassante Q3 that stopped the Alistar combo.
You see the start of the fight here. Fnatic trying to force this, looking for the angle.
Nice flash by Humanoid.
Like, Humanoid flashes away from the props, who doesn't get sent back.
Nice
into the
Varus
game,
ult.
but
Razor
the
flashes.
actual DPS
Q's out, I
into
guess.
Skumon, into Broken Blade
Now he
just
gets
isn't
cancelled.
really a thing.
Ults the
I
Jax.
want you to watch as they finish off
Thunder
here.
Sky.
Watch the prop.
Yeah,
I
it's the
think
Q3.
oh no, actually, it looks so difficult.
Yeah, the
to
upset
even
E
get
did block the
through.
Jace Q.
Like,
Not
the
sure if it was
Brawl
on
popping
purpose. I don't know if it was
will,
hit, but
Skumon even having to do
Fnatic
anything
is still
to
being
spare, gives
proactive.
them a
They're
lot of
looking for
tankiness as
angles.
well, like,
Look at
just
where they're standing.
guessing through. The Maokai versus
G2 have
Vi is
sums
just a
on
full
everyone
on
apart from their
Yeah.
tanks.
even with the Liandry's Anguish,
And
it's just
Hansama
tank
has Edge of
Maokai
Night.
for the
Have such an excellent
Can't
buy
throw a
against
lead against
the
G2
Ezreal and
if
the
there
Vi
is
being
no
a lot of
lead.
that first
Easy
damage.
for Fnatic.
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
Humanoid's going to hurt a bit, but he hasn't been in range, and if he burns his combo on you, I think you win the fight.
Well, we've seen a lot, like even
Easy. No flash on the
Again,
Prof.
looking
That's
for
a
the
punish
angle
right there.
for
That's a
Brov.
punish. That's a punish.
Walking in
They lost
menacingly.
Drake, so G2 have
No
soul
real
point,
fall
but that's a
from
kill.
G2. LeBron likely to fall here. Unbreakable fading away now. Follow up there.
All G2 have to
Got
do
two
is
members
wait
placed
for
top
Dragon.
side, but as you
And
see,
they are
G2 already have
enjoying.
mid lane prio.
until these objectives are
When's
up, you've got
Fnatic's like
3
spike?
minutes until it
I guess
potentially
Humanoid
ends.
maybe has
Baron
Liandry's
just
in
makes
base.
fall. Pressure is
Oh, the
G2. It's
Talia
not
is
like
really strong
Fnatic
though.
hits
I'm
a
gonna keep it
late
real.
game
That
point to
Talia
be a
is
scale. You
busted.
basically go tit for tat, and
The
honestly,
Talia
side
is
lanes,
really OP
with the
right now.
Jax, you can't-
But the Ezreal and
true.
everyone else quite
I mean,
weak.
once that Zanya,
Press the
they're broke.
chat in case you missed it. LEC finals
Probably not
this
very
year
excited
in
about
summer.
being broke. They spent Razor's
is
Vi
in Madrid
this
as
game,
well.
Which is going to be frustrating in the
We're
context
coming
of
back
fearless.
for the finals. I don't know what stadium it's in.
Discipline, yeah.
Wait, it's
seems
in
to
the
be name of the
Bernabeu?
game, despite Vulcan, maybe that's a cue for them to go in.
That's
but
the Real Madrid stadium.
respect to Humanoid's potential damage as he once again looks to
Oh,
set up
Q
the
flash
wall.
in.
That's the engage.
That is
Kicking
way
things off.
too
Razor
deep,
manages to
Razor.
find his
That is
target, but
way
it's
too deep.
only the Caedrel ult to follow. Now the
That
Vi
is
deleted.
way
The
too deep.
Maokai
What?
ult beautifully splits up the fight.
the fuck?
All of Fnatic
What the fuck?
taken out. 3 members. It's not.
Yeah,
It's
no
everywhere.
coming
Yeah,
back
there's
now.
so much
G2
butter.
will do Baron.
G2.
They'll press their B button on their
rolling
keyboard,
it.
and then they will run to Drake.
Lettuce,
They will get
cheddar,
Drake,
butter.
and then they will
They've literally got
end mid-bot
all
probably.
of it, Rob.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
again, like,
Razork
this is
too
what we're
deep.
talking about. As soon as the Vi, when
Upset
Vi
has
started
3
to
items,
come meta,
but
we saw Maokai just be the de facto answer
Is
to
Jackson
her.
a base and
You
go
just press
top?
her at the same rotations from G2, which has kind of been, for me, the most impressive part of their game.
Razork started the fight. Hansama finds an initial.
Oh, they got
knockout,
Hans, but
double
it doesn't
knock
matter,
on
I
Han.
think.
Maybe finally they can get that kill in the midst of the fight.
Maybe it
The
does.
shutdown is there. Han taking the equation.
I think
Caps
it does,
completely
though.
untouched on the side, and now it's Mickey who will fall. Oscar in it.
Caps.
Q3 ready to go. Manages to clip Caps. Maybe enough damage.
Oh, he
he
gets
finally goes all out, dashing
ulted
through
out
Caps,
of it.
ready to go back in. Q3 gonna go, but the Cassandra just doesn't
That
have the
Jace is so
damage.
tanky.
Broken Blade still standing. Flashes forward, but will not get the stun. Humanoid retreating.
Jace so
Fnatic.
tanky.
On a great fight.
Cap space
They're
TP.
not out of it. We're looking for
Yeah,
their
I think if Fnatic had a
combo,
bit more
layered
gold,
ultimates.
that was kind of
Hansama
playable, but
deleted instantly, but in the ensuing fight, don't
yeah,
have the
not
damage
bad
to get
setup
things done.
overall. They're just out fucking
Yeah, the game
walleted.
has just slipped from
Varus
Fnatic,
was good kill, but
now
that
so
Jace is just
for G2
frontlining with
makes it a little
Jackson
more
killing
difficult to
everyone.
try and lock down.
quite so far behind. Probably would have
I
been
feel
able
like
to finish
Skumon's
that
been
kill
getting a
on
lot
Caps.
better, though.
Cassante burst
He's
damage
been
and
getting
all
much
out is
better.
Still incredible. 10K.
I think Caps is like
gold lead.
struggling a bit.
Much more
I feel like
confident
Caps
showing from G2,
always
and,
has a
like,
point in the year where
the
he
things
drops
I
the
was
ball a bit
looking
for a
out
while
for
and then he just
yesterday
comes
for
back.
G2 was
This is just a game where G2 have to take it easy. easy.
Game, but it's in bombs,
And they're taking it easy. Cloud Soul as well.
Feel
It should just
meaningless in
be
the
GG.
face of the lead. The G2 have amassed.
Give Fnatic more engage.
Razork on the flank.
I wonder who had side
But
selection. I wonder if they chose
I
red
think
side or
every
not.
single member on this lineup just too powerful. The
Oh,
fight will
PB's
start
so
anyway.
fast. Look how
Brokenblade
fast the
zoning
Jax is.
off. Now looks like he might just get locked up. Tower down. Humanoid coming in off to the side, but they just instantly turn their attention back. Caps good damage. LeBron there as well.
Yeah, it's a dodge
Finds
up.
the stun. Flick back. Razork now down. Hound Sama still standing. All the health bars remaining on the side of Fnatic are blinking, and they're about to be deleted. Oscar Reddit goes all out. but he's all out of options.
Oh, nice
he's all
by
out of
BB.
base, he's all out of teammates.
Beautiful. Wow, that was one of the
G2
cleanest games I've seen
gonna
from
make
G2
quick
in
work
weeks.
of this game. At that moment, G2 never gave them away back into the game. Dominance from G2.
Cleanest game I've seen from G2 in weeks.
Even as they take their time.
Weeks and weeks. Wow, the Giant X fans are just kind of sitting there. I think the Fnatic draft is just really hard to play. Really hard to play.
We fixed the
Here we
issue,
go.
There's another one.
Raven Ben. Kalista Ben.
Higher.
I'm guessing the G2 will ban Gwen
Okay,
because
so
Jax
Draven
is
ban,
out
classic
from game 1.
against
So I'm
Hansama.
guessing Gwen is pretty OP
Probably gonna
right
be
now.
followed by
Vi
Kalista
is
ban
out.
from the
Azir is
side of
quite high
G2, I
prio.
would
Rumble is quite
presume.
high prio.
Yes, it
Could be
is.
Gwen
And then
Rumble.
the Pantheon actually
But
is gonna
then
be
what
picked out
happens? They
by
first pick.
Fnatic. They don't want to first pick it. What do you think about that?
Could
GP?
first
Yeah,
pick
well,
Sinzao.
I think
Could
it still
first pick
leaves open
Neferi.
options like
it's time to go for the
Azir
with the
first
Yone
pick.
ban.
That does open up a
Even
Gwen
an
1-2.
Azir,
That does
I'm
open up a
so
Gwen 1-2 for
surprised.
G2. Could be a good flex as well.
I mean, or the Silas, or you
Oof,
go
I can
just
feel a
another control
Sejuani
mage
coming.
to try
I
to
can
bully
feel
it
like
out
a
in the
fucking
early
Gnar
game,
coming or some
because
shit.
if the Azir gets the 3, 4, 5 items,
I can
the
smell
champion
it.
becomes such a menace.
I think there's Pantheon. Oh, it's out. There's Sinzao. There's Neferi. There's
You're looking at him.
Sejuani, Ivern trades.
Yeah.
Alright,
matchup
I
very
guess that Razork will go Sejuani into
And it's
this.
gonna be
Unless he wants to go
G2, they
Neferi,
really
but I
want
think
to try to
Sejuani
punish
is good.
Azir
Good
early
engage.
on
Could also
and
go
get captured.
Jarvan here. I can see a Jarvan into Hui Sinzao. I
I
see
don't
it.
really know for Fnatic, like,
They would
you
go.
got the Sejuani up, doesn't pair
They're
too
gonna go
well
Neferi.
with the,
I actually see a Jarvan
well,
big
with the
time
Azir,
here.
but it still gives you that team fighting.
Something like the Neferi
Upset,
or the
talk to me, what are you
Wukong, some
thinking?
AD jungler that
Kaisa?
can fight early game. We saw
MF?
Eloya with great
Stomped in that
You're gonna
game.
take the Gwen.
Yeah,
Okay.
But it
that
wasn't
sounds
his
pretty
fault.
true.
It wasn't his fault.
BB, do
doesn't
you have a
matter.
counter to the Gwen?
In my mind.
Do you have a counter?
And there it is, Gwen on
To the
3.
Gwen.
Yeah, you mentioned
If they want to go for just
gonna
like
be
a
Ambessa or some
bruiser
shit,
to
I guess.
match Gwen later on.
Most people are answering Gwen with
For
Ambessa.
me, the only person that scales
They're gonna
that
drop top.
insanely on the Gwen has
Take the
been
rel.
Yeah.
He was
Ban a Poppy.
hitting those-
Wait,
Now, what do you ban
I
last
just
is
dropped and
G2?
came back
Because
up
I
because we
think
didn't
they can play
actually nominate
Rakan.
that G2 already won a game.
They can play
fair enough.
Nico.
Well, there
It's
it
on
is.
there now.
But yeah, but I
They
do like
could
Gwen on
play
3.
Renata,
Alistair's
but I don't
gone,
like it too
and now
much.
you have the opportunity to just
I
ban
think they're
all
gonna
the
ban
West
Warwick
Rams.
Ambessa, I guess.
One of his best
So they have, like,
champions, so I'm glad to see him pick it.
Kaisa, Rakan,
Oh,
Zyre,
Gwen is
Rakan.
crazy into Gwen as well. I'll be honest, I don't know
They have
enough
like a
about
Lucian
Warwick's
Nami
matchups
angle.
to know
Nah,
how
maybe
good
not
they
actually.
are.
Can
All
play
good
Kaisa
matchups
Nord.
into melee
They take away the
champions
Rakan.
survive by-
Kaisa Nord,
Considering
Kaisa
you see the
Nico.
prior
Could be a
kind
good
of
Kaisa
rise,
denial
I
on
don't think
4
I've
by
seen it
Hansmama here, but then you don't
anywhere
get
else
any
in the
counter
world.
pick value. So maybe it is just better to counter the
Let alone
Kaisa.
playing Warwick
But
thing, though.
Draven's out, so what do you play into Kaisa? MF? Okay,
I'm
MF
curious to
spent.
see
Now
what
what?
support Mickey will decide
Now
to
maybe
opt
it's
for
worth
here.
taking
In
the
general,
Kaisa?
what bot lane they want to
Could
go
go
for.
Ashe.
I was thinking about
Don't
the
like
same
it too
thing,
much,
like,
though.
what is, you don't
you take
have
the Kaisa
strongest
here, they
front
could
liner
play
in
like-
the top side, so you kind of need
Yeah, they
a
can't play Zeri
yeah.
Yumi, right? But
What
Zeri Yumi sounds
this a
broken
cheat
with
angle?
Gwen.
Kind of
They're gonna
Fnatic.
take away the
And
Kaisa,
then the
makes
kind of
sense.
tanky boy from Mickey. But the
So,
problem is
that was a bit of a
Alistar's
stare down.
out,
They
so
could have
you
just
really
counter
focus
picked
your
top there and
main
left
front
AD
line.
till
Maybe
last. They
something
take
like
the
the
highest
Leona
prio
could be
AD,
great.
which was Kaisa,
But
because
if
they
you
can go
Kaisa, you
Kaisa
don't
Nord,
really
Kaisa
wanna play the
Nico.
Jhin, so-
Now, do you go something like
It's a
Zeri
tough
Lulu,
spot
Zeri
here.
Yumi or
Fnatic,
some
I
shit?
Thinking the same
Or do you go
thing.
Lucian
Tristana
Nami?
could be- those are the
Oh,
two
I don't
picks
like
that I'm
Corki,
definitely
man.
thinking
I don't
of.
like it.
But what is Mickey thinking of?
Shin is
Is it
fine.
a node?
Most
I like the Nico, yeah.
favorable matchup into the
Alright, so
Kaisa. You
what
do
is
win
the
early
top
game, but
matchup
Kaisa
here?
can always
It's
ult
Galio
on you
top into
later
Gwen.
on.
I feel like Azir
And
doesn't
one
really
game
play
away
around
from
this comp very
having
well.
no
Wow,
Kaisa to come
I do
around.
like the
if you
G2
are not
draft a little bit better.
respecting G2's tempo
I think the
as
Azir,
Fnatic,
Azir
you're
as a
gonna
champ
die.
really
And
likes
that's
to
already
have
quite
engaged
complicated
supports around
when we've
him,
already mentioned that
tank
their
junglers,
composition's a
even
little
tank
bit
tops at times. I think
Right,
carry
and
plus
said again, G2, they really got
Azir
some
doesn't really
confidence I
give him
can
a lot
only
of
gather
space
from
to
that
play with.
first game off.
Need a bit more space, I would say.
Berlin,
I
thank you
favor
so much.
G2
Any
a
last
bit,
notes on this draft?
even though I think Fnatic have some pretty
win,
OP
I think it's
champs.
gonna be
Really a thing?
So is
And you
this
don't
matchup
really
good for
have setup in
Galio?
the lanes either. Like maybe
I mean,
around bot
double
lane,
AP solo lanes
even
is
that's gonna be
nice.
tough. So
Nico support's
I think
nice,
this Neferi pick is just
but
kind of
is the
useless.
lane good?
In the,
I guess
the
he has to
position
wait
that
for
she's
double
in, and
shield
I don't
and
really
then
see the value that it's going to add.
just
so
go
I think for
even, I
G2,
suppose. It's not really
it's going to
winning.
be fairly simple to just play this dive comp.
I mean, the
into
champ does
everyone on
negate a lot of
Fnatic
what
that
Gwen would want
is
to do
gonna
in
be kinda
fights, right?
caught out by
With the
it.
CC.
And I don't
Similar to Jack's
Fight mid.
Counter-Strike, if you hold
They
it,
see the
even
Sinzao.
if Razork pushes his little intangibility and
Skewmon
vulnerability,
not in a very
it
good
might not
spot
be
here.
enough, 'cause we see Skewmon
Moving
now
up the
a bit
river,
in trouble,
Fnatic bot lane.
forced to fly.
the opportunity.
How did Fnatic
Yes,
get
you
Gwen
like win
Neferi
push
here?
as upset, but trying to to
It's a good
invade
question,
has
actually.
upset and Razor,
I still
it's
think
not
their
gonna be a
comp's
good time
worse, though,
against
even with
Broken
these
Blade to
champs.
take over the 6 and skew mobbed. So in this position, even if G2 aren't winning out massively in the play, they're still winning because they're nullifying what Razor.
Crashdown Heal came out there for extra movement speed. I think they have kill pressure on Hansama. Barrier force. Oscar didn't already use the
Big
mist,
stun
so he
by
might just
Michael
get
X.
cut down. First blood.
Hansama's movement is
Easy pick up,
clean.
Mickey now running. There's nowhere he can go. He can flash.
Oh,
Back
Hans
to
Mama.
Barnes.
Oh, Hans Mama, that was
Flashes
beautiful.
over it. Quick double kill.
Well played. Hans Mama, the fighting there was really good by the bot lane of G2. I think the W was a bit wasted by Oscar winning. Did I say Mickey? Oh my god, I'm so used to saying Hans Mama Mickey. Yeah, Lebrov, sorry. The whole world of Mickey! Oh my god, I can't do it anymore. My voice is cooked. Alright, 3 grabs to G2. Hans Mama 2-0. I think Crit Kai'Sa makes the most sense. You have Galio Hui on your team. Hopefully the series is a banger. It is TBD right now.
One thing that will be different in this game, however, is that even if G2 get a lead, they won't quietly win. They got a lot of dive threat. It's going to be very explosive as Oscar tries to find the all-in, forces the flash out of
Oh my god, that Gwen champ is absurd.
Not going to come out.
You don't really think about the damage. And you think like, oh, I'm full HP here with Phase Rush. That was a nice short trade. Nope, you're getting fucking torn apart. Nah, he can't dive. Impossible to dive Galio.
I don't think he should.
His W counters her whole dive. Unless he does that. Oh, there's TP behind him.
Split fight, meanwhile, bottom side.
Wait, TP. Now he can die. If Galio wastes his W, then of course he will get dove. I think maybe Oscar can play this actually.
What's the timer remaining on the mist? Flash forward from Caps.
Oh, well played by Oscar. Stun connects onto Mickey. Hans Sama has the ult if he wants to redirect. But does he have the mana for it? Oh, he doesn't have the ult actually. He used it already. When did he use the ult? What? Did he get cancelled by something? Hello? Human 1 HP. Azir is on the side. They should play this, Fennec. They should definitely play this. But Marc has no flash. 1, 2. Big kills for Fennec. Fennec coming back a bit here. Big kill on the Gwen and the bot play. What happened to the Kai'Sa ult? What happened to the Kai'Sa ult? Drop the replay now. So, Oscar W's. Lebrov W's over the wall, stuns Mickey. Hans Sama has the ult. He presses E, gets 1 auto in. Looks for the second auto, gets that as well. I think Hans Sama's ult got cancelled by Xin Zhao ult. No. By what? What is Hans Sama's ult getting cancelled by? I can't see it.
Lebrov trying to decide if he can pet that dog.
I think he just short ults.
Is yes, but there's no point.
I think he just ults on top of himself. Why didn't... Did he misclick?
This is now they're good, right? We didn't know how they were going to get a lead. It didn't seem
Is there a Nico route? It's the only thing that can stop him.
They found one, and this is where the comp feels pretty great. They've got good pick tools.
I think he just ulted for the shield.
Control over the bottom. They get
I guess if he dives in there, he's scared of just dying. But I thought that he would have wanted to dive in. Screen. Anyway, here we are back at live. Wait, Gwen is 1.2k gold up? What? 3 grubs. Human no smite on the contest. Not up yet. Razork a bit afraid though. Bot lane in base.
This was bold from Razork. They didn't have mid push and top
no
push was
smite
in favor of BB, so he'll take one away at least. So denying.
Wait, it said Razork had no smite, but he just smited. What the fuck? 5 grubs.
Humanoid was sticking around in mid lane to enable push to then
but look at us here.
Take them,
looking for a bot tower.
To shift to bot lane, so they're not in
this Galio looks fucking useless. I'm gonna be honest, chat. This looks fucking terrible. Do they have the damage? Maybe. Yuntal Kai'Sa.
Not expecting the cheese. Does drop the ward though. Respects it anyway. Now
I mean, they got Gwen ult, but that Gwen is doing a lot of damage.
Oscar decent damage. Lebrov now in trouble. TP on the way in. Skewmont here as well. That's the miss.
Still going forwards, Oscar. Mickey. You have ult flash?
Be able to get anything. That's the
oh, the tip. The triple route. It's beautiful by Michael X. Nice humanoid with the push as well. 3 kills to Fennec. I think Razor kills BB here. BB needs to ult out, I think. Ult out onto the way. Ult.
Looking chicken, but he's gonna fly to safety. No chickens can do that.
Not bad. Not bad. Chat, you know what I'm learning this weekend? I think Gwen is pretty OP. I'm not saying the line.
With the extra speed.
Oh, beautiful by Michael X.
Another fight in the picture, but important context there. You can see in the minimap, Galio Justice Punch. Maybe a 1/10 of a second away from canceling Humanoid's TP.
Root onto BB. Has flash. Might need to use it. Gets the E. Razork looking. Humanoid fishing.
Humanoid off to the side.
Bit of damage.
Just gonna go for a bit more poke here, but the Azir.
Gwen, 2.4 thousand gold up.
Oh, got it.
He bought a restricted item on Nico. What item?
So league officials.
So it wasn't Fnatic who paused. Wait,
then.
Did he sell his support item or what?
I'm sure.
Wait, what is he not allowed?
But we won't talk about it here.
It was the shield support item. I didn't know that was a bug. What is it? That the Nico clone has the support defensive item and then like
Still in a damn comfortable
I
position.
swear I've seen
is
tons of
huge.
Nikos.
Which team
Oh
is
no,
insanely
it looks
far
like
ahead.
every Nico
Of
buys
course, I think
Zazax.
G2 have some angles to come back
No
into
one
this
buys
game,
Celestial.
but with all, it's a
Apart
tall
from
task.
Delight, who
Well,
bought it in the
G2 will try
LCK.
and find a little bit more
Delight
difficult.
had it in the LCK. In a
And
game.
you've got Mickey saying
Missing had it in the LPL on the 24th of April.
Hasn't gone for the static build, which is okay.
All right, quick catch onto Oscar, pull back on the ulti. He's going to flash
What?
out. Hansama attempted to follow, push back
Okay.
on the bottom side.
Well,
It's
Mickey have to set a
humanoid
support item. But
getting
it shouldn't
aggressive
matter
onto
too much.
Broken
Fnatic should
Blade,
win.
who will TP out,
BBTP's out.
knowing that he does so far ahead.
Oscar's
That's why I
TPing
like
from
the play
tier
from
2 to
Fnatic,
tier
like,
3 to
actually
save the
TPing
tower
top
to
side.
force a
That
fight.
might have been a mistake, Oscar.
That TP was
Uses
fucking
the miss.
terrible.
This time
What
he's
was
not
that
unfortunately, he
TP?
doesn't have a TP. Upset is on the way in.
He
Mickey's
TP'd
here as
from
well, but
tier
the
2
tower
to
is
tier
already
1.
gone.
From
Yet you were
here.
already winning on the map.
He
as
TP'd
Fnatic.
here
You were
and
taking
died.
the tier 2 for the because
He
you've
tried to
taken the
force
tier 2
top or
quicker
what?
on the bottom side.
Chill.
Hansama
Take a
has to
deep
carry
breath.
this game alone.
Because G2 has
Broken Blade
Who
being able
scales
to play
better?
in
I think
towards mid
Fnatic
lane
scales
off of the
better.
side lane.
I think
Now,
Fnatic scales better.
BB still loses out, as you can see.
I just think G2 has like a really good 5v5 comp. But the Gwen is so fed that I don't think it matters anymore.
No, he wasn't spotted
Don't
on the
put
board. It's
caps
behind
on
the wall,
Hui,
but
it's a throw.
They were fishing for caps, so they assumed
Was
it
it
was
Hui
gonna
he
move
played
down
yesterday,
and pick
right?
up that bot with Black
Against
Bar
GX
Torch.
he played it, I
So,
think.
Caps kind of
Do you know I haven't seen Nikos do recently?
Mid and overload one side of the map.
I haven't seen them with
But now
Neferi
they're
on
just
their
like,
team
okay,
turn
cool, let's
into the
use the
small
waves
dog
for
of
advantage
Neferi
by
and run with
pushing
them.
on bot side.
No, I've
What
seen
a
them turn
weird
into the small
series.
wolf, but I haven't seen them
Compared
turn
to
into the
yesterday,
small
it was
wolf
so
and trail
back and
Neferi.
forth.
And that's what we're
Okay,
talking about,
8K.
this like trio of
BB
the
spacing
ball,
ESTP.
Hansama
He's not that
and
weak
Skewmont.
actually. BB's 2k
But
gold
now
down
we're
though.
gonna spot
It's
the
gone.
Fnatic have just taken
Hey!
the
But they can spots.
It's
They
just
see
gone.
Skewmont, know he's too far away. That Ferocious Otacon picked
Oscarini?
up Oscar.
No flash.
Versus Caps. Massive slow onto Oscar, and it's Skewmont
He has
now trying
GA
to
though,
follow.
so it doesn't really matter.
Oscar trying to heal as much as he can, but Caps has been rooted in the meantime.
Caps
And
no
in
flash.
goes the dog.
Nice
Caps,
fear.
quick fear to try to
Flash
survive,
from
but Razor
Razor K.
trying to follow up.
Marek,
Everything they can do with the Braum, everything coming out, but it's
Asda.
just not enough to stop the
Reset
pick.
for
The
Razor.
reset's going in.
Jumps
Broken
away.
Blade finally here.
Big one
Now
from
the
Mickey!
the
Big
perfect
one from
follow
Mickey!
through. The three-man.
Yo, Mickey's been big this game. He has been fucking big. Okay, Mickey, I see you. These fights are good. That's a volume increase, not gonna lie. That's a volume increase.
There. And now they will
9K
march
gold
towards
lead.
this inhibitor.
That
He's
little
basing
ward
as a Jhin
recalling
trap.
did man kind of whoever goes
IE
for
on
it first, right?
Hansama.
Broken Blade wasn't in that fight
I don't
at
think
all.
he can carry
Like
this, though.
G2 immediate.
It's also the intargetability on Razor means he's able to play deep. But
Shield
doesn't
is
get caught
good.
out now.
Mickey's a little dog.
Taunt still channeled, interrupting Razor for a
Gets
brief
knocked
moment. Now
back.
Broken Blade needs to get the hell out. Skewmount
That's a
already
free
dead.
Baron,
Reset
just
on
take
the
it.
ulti is there for game one. But
If
they can
G2
try to
lose this series, that means they
outpace
lost to
G2 in their
BDS,
win at the very
Giantex, and
least.
Fnatic in 2
Trying to
weeks.
see if they can get on. Dragon is available. Oscar in.
Okay, make a pick onto the Gwen. Mickey. Oh my god, that Jhin damage, did you see that?
Courtesy of the Seekers. In the blink of an eye, Hansama gone. Now Caps all on his lonesome. So Broken Blade cannot peel. He just
What?
tries to justice punch himself
Boom.
back. Fnatic
Holy
just
fuck,
keep
Jhin.
running them down. Razor intangible. Dashes over the wall. Makes it look easy. The Dog's now moving in. Black Cleaver fully stacked. Caps. The only person in despair here
The bleed,
right now
he missed
is
Q2,
him.
I think.
Razor set to finish the kill, but forced backwards. The grasping maw, the passive,
He missed
but no.
Q2.
Goes untargetable, and
Still got the
Fnatic
Sins out though.
upset
Don't say it's over.
Easy win for Fnatic. What a
They just
stomp.
find pick after pick.
What the
Hansama
fuck?
Performed a magic trick.
What a monster
and it's
stomp.
his Nexus that disappears.
And here we go, game 3. Wouldn't have it any other way. A classic LEC matchup going the distance as Fnatic fire back.
G2 ban Rumble on blue side. Kalista ban makes sense. So now we're talking also Prios. There's Victor ban. First picks right now. I'm looking at our Pantheon for G2.
I have a hope
And
that
Yone.
Houston kinda
They
known
ban
for
Draven.
insane picks in important
Ooh.
moments.
So they're gonna get one.
kinda
They ban
lost that.
Aurora,
I
which
have
counters
hope.
Yone. So now they're forced to ban Yone, I guess.
This is
I wonder if they take the Pantheon.
Yeah, but it looks pretty bad.
It's out. Do they have a Pantheon or do we have something else? What is it?
I'm holding
MF.
out hope. That's just my little, that's my
MF
little
first pick. Okay.
pepper and
I
salt
mean,
for this draft.
Oh, MF first pick
That
for
does open
G2 here
Skarner
after
quite
2 ADCs
easily.
being taken out by Fnatic.
Skarner, Nautilus, stuff like this. I guess
It would be
Fnatic
cool
could
to see
take the
maybe a
Pantheon
Jarvan
away
from
now,
the side
but
of Fnatic
what
here,
do
'cause
you
I
pair
do
the
think
Pantheon
maybe
with? There's
G2 will be
Orianna.
forced to lock in a mobile.
Yeah, they go
If you
Naught. What do you
Jarvan
pick?
here, then
You go
Skewmont could probably
Renata.
just go Poppy
Renata
instead,
what?
and then
Renata
you're still
Renata.
kind of fine with that. So
That's true.
They take the Nautilus.
Like,
Okay.
I think Jarvan Orianna could be definitely an option, but they might
Nautilus
also
is
just do
211 in the
40.
LEC. Was?
Does have a very
I
low
guess
overall
Nautilus
win
has to
rate,
get met by
but
Leona.
the other
I mean, they
engaged
could
once
go-
he's often skied
I mean,
away for a
Viego,
bit.
Leona,
Despite the loss, Mickey's
Skarner,
flawless
Leona.
yesterday was one for the ages.
Sejuani, Leona. I don't
Yeah,
like
that's good.
those two
And
champs
he has a
together
very
too
good
much.
Nautilus.
I think MF Renata
He
sucks.
beats me
I
on
think it
Nautilus.
has to be Leona. I think jungle here might be best.
Yeah.
But
And just drop solo lanes and cook. I think the best jungler here is probably... I think still think it's like Pantheon, Viego, Skarner, I would say. Zyra!
Trade value as well. I mean, I think they might think about it. I like that.
Oh.
I like it.
Zyra.
Oh!
Does Razork
We
fancy a
You're gonna
Mundo?
have to fish a bit for some AD mid laners as well.
Does he
going into
fancy
the second
himself a
fan
Mundo?
phase.
That's a mine for me.
Ooh,
Archistana,
Sejuani.
Lucian, we saw Nuke play that.
I'd prefer a fighting jungler or
I'm
Mundo.
not sure if there's that many
I feel like
AD
Sejuani
mids
might
that
just
are
get
really that strong
absolutely
right now. There's also the
outpaced.
Yasuo that you could flex to the mid
Pantheon,
lane,
okay.
but
The Corki
Yasuo in
flex
general
helps a
right
bit
now,
here, so I
I
guess
think not the
G2's
strongest.
options
But
are
there's three
banning
of them
counter
available.
tops
There's
if they
Jace,
want,
Lucian, Tristana. So no matter
or
what,
they can
Jace
spend
is out.
mids that are good with Pantheon,
Okay,
whatever he wanna place,
Sorry, you're right.
or mid they wanna blind, whatever it may be. Because they kind of need like an AD mid or an AD top, strong AD top. Like Renekton is good for G2. Gnar is good for G2. Tristana.
What are we looking for at our 5?
What does Fnatic need? They need like some AP setup mid. Talia's out. They kind of need like a Sylas Ahri. Yeah, Ahri.
But you do get
Sylas would
kited
be...
by the Syra and the plants.
Sylas would be okay.
I mean, if you
They could put Corki mid and play Ziggs bot, I guess.
Do you think blinding mid makes a
Tristana
lot
ban
more
is solid.
sense? They might be scared that
I
Caps has
wonder
something
if
crazy up and
Fnatic
they
should
pop
take
here.
I'm hoping.
Renekton on
And
4.
they do decide to ban out the
Because
Tristana,
I just
which
feel
is
like
the most,
G2 needs
obvious
Renekton.
AD mid.
They need Renekton or Ambessa, and I think if you take the Renekton on 4, you're eating good.
I mean, Set.
Or in ban.
Did you say
It's Assassin
I would
Ninja.
snatch the Renekton on 4.
I
I just
do
wonder
think
what
he's
your
not-
comp
he
looks
got
like.
the
They're gonna go
buff recently,
Sion.
and he's actually not
I don't
that
like
weak,
the
but he's
Sion. You
always
know
been
why?
pretty
Because
hard
that
to
gets
pull off
matched by
competitive.
Aatrox, and I
Yeah,
think
the
it actually
Sion
cleans the
pick,
draft
I
up a
think
bit for
especially now
for
the Zed
G2.
doesn't really make
But then again, if you play Renekton on 4 and they get Sion, are they outscaling you? What AD mid can Caps play? I mean, I guess he could play Ryze this game. I think Aatrox Ryze works quite nicely for G2 here.
Dylan, we have to.
No way.
Unless Caps has something cooking. Could be Dylan, we have to go Vayne angle. No cap. I think Ryze is best for setup.
But I do hope he has
Unless you have
some
another
spicy
AD mid.
He was pretty high against
Gragas
Syra.
mid. Gragas
is
mid.
Not the best into Sion.
I think
Usually you
any
pick
good
tanks
mage
into the
here,
Gragas.
like Orianna or what other mages are there in the game? What's a good mage? It's A-Soul, yeah. I think that's a good draft for Fnatic if they get that.
Like, guys,
Gragas mid. Has Caps been playing Gragas mid? Gragas
Inherently
mid
to
with
the
Comet.
champion.
Oh, he has got a few Gragas mid games.
glad we got that on record.
Comet or Phase Rush with Lichbane, Roa, Cosmic Drive.
It's, nobody here knows
He's
what
got the
it's supposed to
Bows
do.
build.
Perhaps
And that's all that's
Has
ahead.
G2
And I think
overcooked?
that's what's our
In this patch as we were previously, so maybe
I
just
think
another
Aurelion's...
BP champ to protect the front line as yet another hook connects from Mickey X. That's
I think
2 in a
Aurelion
row
Sol
for
was a
hitting
really
across.
good pick
Everyone
here.
hitting Hansama, you can see these trades.
I can kind of feel it, you know?
Surprisingly,
Juicing
I feel like
armor
A-Soul
makes
can
these
cook him.
very much damages
He
as
just
the
needs to be
MF
careful of Gragas
does.
like bopping him on an early
barrier
gank.
blown and you're still behind.
But like
whereas
the
you still
A-Soul
have the plans on the
upgrade of
other
ult
side,
this game sounds quite
G2
powerful with
have to be a
Pantheon ult and
little
a Sion
careful
ult.
with how they play over the next couple of minutes.
That they do. Auto Q, not quite able to get that extra auto.
Oh,
off.
Labrov
Is
maybe
off.
dead, no? Just
Gone a
kill
bit
him.
Too far forward.
I'm surprised
Where's the
Mickey didn't flash auto him there.
Level the phosphorus
I thought-
bomb, level
did
2
Mickey
to
not
get
have
push
hook?
and give the trade effect. Again, base
Maybe he didn't
damage
have his passive on,
relatively
actually.
high.
Hans, wrap around here.
Could flash auto.
Mickey
Oh,
grabs-
predict, that's what I was gonna say.
Predict!
Damn, Mickey.
He doesn't even pay rent!
Damn, Mickey. I thought maybe flash auto and then hook his flash, but
That was
instead he
an
just flash
incredible
hook
start to
predict.
the game.
Damn.
Excellent read from Mickey X, bringing life back into the audience as we have a rinse and repeat here in
Oh,
the mid lane.
Caps.
Nice body slam actually gets him out. Slow coming in from the Caps,
No,
but
not
Razork.
enough. 2 big kills to Fnatic.
Why is the Caps
Great
like
early game for
even
Fnatic.
with the body slam? Like,
Great
Ski
gank by
Mon maybe
Razork, nice
could have
flash.
flashed over, but
Good
it looked
predict
like
by
there was
Mickey.
communication there. Razork now in trouble though.
Razork
Is he
caught
dead
out,
here?
doesn't have the egg
I
assault
feel like
still
he
for another
might be able to
second.
live.
Ignite ticking. LeBron
No,
still
he's
has
dead.
that after the previous play. Egg assault there. It's too late. Nice
Zyra,
response
Leona
kill
damage
from
with
G2.
Ignite. Too
Nice
much.
roam from at least it's
Swap comes
something
in.
back for Fnatic, but
Everyone is
still,
swapping
a
every
kill
game.
over
Every
towards the
4
Pantheon
minutes of
nice
the
there.
game, everyone swaps.
Definitely so. You can see TP.
15 CS
Instead of
behind,
saying
so
lane
even
swap
if he picks
detected,
qualities,
if
still
the AD carry
big
clicks
10
past
CS
top tier
difference
3,
already
it should
for
say,
Upset.
"Whew,
And especially in a
whew,
matchup
you
like
are
this,
a
very much
marksman.
about trying
Go
to
back
bully out of
bot,
the early
you
stages.
fucking
They're already
fraud, and it should
helpful,
TP you
although
back to your Nexus."
losing half your health.
Like the Mario Kart,
Upset.
when you fall off the map and the cloud picks you up, that's what it should
Still
do.
just
To
sitting
grab
pretty
you
in
and
the
put
mid
you
lane.
in bot lane.
Built to stay
So they
too
swapped
passive.
top with
And it's one of the
Corki.
reasons we actually saw him fought.
Pushed out,
Some of the matchups that he was doing
swapped
well in the
back
top
bot,
side. And I was curious, like,
and
does he
dropped
still
the
just
grubs
have
and
enough
got
to
Drake.
deal with some of the poke and push coming
Is this
through
their
from a
way of
ranged
making it
mid
so
laner?
Sion can farm?
It kind of the damage you
A-Soul
picked
is
up
cooking
from Humanoid,
big
but
time
you
this
still
game.
gotta put in what
The team
value
with
this
Sion and
Dragon
Aurelion
Dragon
Sol has
is
the
supposed
first
to have.
dragon.
And I imagine it does get easier.
That's pretty
I assume
good.
it
I
will
think
be
he has a
Roa
freeze
first
in
once
bot
you
here
get that
upset, so
catalyst
MF's gonna
just
lose
to
a bit.
survive in lane, right? Well, Zyra was the early prio and does have the kill. We haven't seen it do too much yet. Upset
Pantheon
locked
ult,
up.
no flash dead.
Pantheon is here.
Beautiful.
Hansama
Cleanse the
finding out
ignite,
where that
beautiful.
spear can go.
No flash Leona.
Running now for his life.
Great
Plans
play by
not enough
Fennec.
to
They
sway
held
the
the
play
free
here.
spot. They got a level 6
Again, a
Pantheon and they sent it.
situation where Fnatic
Oh, Mickey.
finding the angles to
It's
make
okay,
these
Humanoid
ones
gets the kill.
happen. Humanoid on the way in just manages to
Gets the
find
assist.
a little bit more damage as Mickey claims the
G2
kill.
is pretty cooked this game. I think enemy team has first straight, better team fight.
That's a little bit upsetting if you're G2.
The only weakness in the Fnatic draft is the Sion into Aatrox, but it's Sion, so take a few good deaths.
Definitely was. Momentum continues to be in their favor. Broken Blade now trying to fire back, however. Q3 auto doesn't quite have
Not
the
enough
Deathbringer
damage there,
stance back.
Micah. He has a biscuit. Look at Sion
Frustrating
health
for
with his
BB
biscuits.
now.
Dee-dee-dee,
Flashless.
dee-dee-dee,
Razork
dee-dee-dee.
is
Still got
here.
another biscuit, buddy.
Decimating smash.
Basically half HP right now.
Blade, no ulti, no flash.
So much healing off
Oh
the
no,
bottom.
we're
The
fighting. Let me
biscuits,
pop
though,
my second
feels a
biscuit.
bit doomed.
Unstoppable. Q charge,
What?
but
You
will
missed
not
that.
connect. Razork there. Yeah, Broken Blade should
Well,
just fall here.
he will die,
One more
but
auto.
Sion
Razork
is an
has
NPC in
flash
this
as
fight.
well. BB
Oh, he
will
missed
try to
Q
get a kill
Razork.
back.
Was?
Nice Umbral dash. Glides out, hits the
Mickey's
Q3.
here instead.
Mickey's here as well.
Hook.
Fnatic feel like they're everywhere on
KS.
the map.
Aw.
Mickey almost are getting kill after kill after kill, but now they want to make a play
He can
happen in the
flash.
mid lane. The problem for
Should
the fall.
be
Q1
fine.
flashing out.
Oh,
The Zenith Blade just
Leona
came in.
E-flashed and he got out of
It
range.
hits his big old tail, but
Ah,
it's technically not a
G2,
part of the
it's
hitbox.
nothing's going
No
right.
hitbox and no luck for G2. Mickey now standing in the mid lane to make sure that it all goes smoothly now for Humanoid. G2 feel like they just can't get anything, although with Skewmon coming, maybe they can.
Star called down. Mickey interrupting. Mickey very likely to die here.
Maybe he can live here.
Looking for the
If he
hook out to
ults the
safety,
Zyra
but
and flashes
everyone's
out, but
stepping up
I
to
feel like
body
Mickey's the
block,
kind of
pull
guy
back
where it's
there.
like, just let me die.
Damage coming through.
I'll save my
Mickey will
flash.
fall.
To
I
start
think he
going
can ult
their
Zyra
way.
there, get a triple
Looks like it will
knockup
be
from the
mid
initial
jungle that
burst,
G2 are
and
gonna
then
need
just
to try
flash
and
out,
continue
but
to play through, because
he wants to save it, I guess.
at this, I'd be like jumping into the
Second
my
grab
god,
set.
it's this and this matchup in these
Engage
positions,
onto
but
Mickey.
now they're in a bad position.
TP from the
Finds
Gragas
quick
already.
pick, forces the flash out
It's
for
a
Mickey
4v4.
at the very least. Razork caught up, forced to
Razork
use
caught.
an early Aegis assault.
Nice
He's incredibly
Nautilus
vulnerable.
hook
Ulti
into
out, coming
ult.
from
That
Mickey
was
off to the
big
side.
value.
They're trying to burn through Skewmon as fast as they can. Hansama versus Upset. In the meantime, LeBron
Can you wanna kill the
running for
Leona?
hills. He cannot finish off, but Cap's already found Razork. Body slam into the face of a
He's getting
dragon.
chain
He does
CC'd.
not give a damn.
Oh, the ult,
Starts
the drift,
falling.
the 360 no-scope. I'm like a Call of Duty monster.
He's went double kill.
Damn.
Humanoid got
The
left to his lonesome on
Nautilus
the
flash
top
hook
side
ult
against
was
the
big
Brawl.
value.
Who the
He
hell
flash
bars
hooked the
Fnatic
Zyra and ulted
again,
the
coming out on top of
the
these
MF, I
early
think, or vice
skirmishes,
versa.
and
BB can't really
They have
mitigate
Pantheon ult
the
for this
gold difference that
Aatrox.
they're in.
He's
I will
ulting
say,
probably.
The last time BB played Aatrox into
Hola!
Zyra went pretty well. This time needs to go
Aldi,
better.
World Ender, sidestep, Q through, decimating smash is there. There's just nowhere for him to go. Healing?
Heal.
Okay, not enough.
If he had Divine Sunder, he could play that.
That is the
Sun
power
Sky, Divine
of
Sunder.
the
I like called Divine
semi-global
Sunder.
of the paint, but I don't know
So
if
the
it's gonna
Nautilus flash
Yeah,
hook
again,
value
G2
was
trying to
worth
force
it.
the play here, thinking,
Flashes
okay,
out of the
we've
Leona,
got
ult,
foot, like, control
and
here for
then
Hansama to move into position, but
he
it
just
does
hooks
not
the
work
MF.
out. Like,
Or the
no
Zyra
real
rather, and
follow-up
ults the
onto
MF.
Razork at the back
Good
of the
value.
play. The Brawl gets left as lonesome against Humanoid on the bottom side of the fight as well. Upset going toe-to-toe. Oh, hang on.
They have Sion TP.
Humanoid waiting over the wall, but surely
There it is.
Nautilus just dies here. One
Zyra
kill
ult's
picked
pretty
up,
good.
knockup going to
Corki's
follow
on the
as well to
way.
stop Humanoid from chasing.
Pantheon
The
was on
TP is
Drake.
there from
Can they play
Oscar.
this here, Fnatic?
And Upset's on the way.
Nope.
A little bit too late.
Upset
Body
kinda
slam onto
walked into
Upset.
that combo,
Slow
but he has
there,
cleanse.
Perfectly layered CC. The bomb damage not quite there though. He retreats back into his
Reposition,
team.
knocked in,
Knocking Upset
flashes the
back
MF
into
ult.
combo. That's what they were looking
No
for.
flash
They
on
have the
Labrov.
damage to finish it. Labrov running
Another free
Hansama
kill.
without an ult.
To
Down
Upset.
goes Labrov.
Fnatic's winning every fight. Pantheon solo
G2
holding bot.
constantly trying
Wait,
to
he's
force
on a
it
ward
right
caps.
Caps
Ult.
running. The skies descending.
Boom.
Nature itself
Jetfire
stands
torch?
against
No.
him. And just take a drink.
This Aurelion Soul is gonna scale to infinity.
You don't really have the
The
lock of
Zyra,
G2.
no
Upset's
flash
hook
against
cleanse
Aurelion
immediately
Souls, against
onto
Nautilus, against
the
Pantheon
lockdown
ults.
from Zyra as well.
This is the
Then
problem
they
with
just have to
Zyra as a
follow
champ,
up,
right?
and this is why
She
Zyra
kind
is
of,
so strong.
when you
Like that
pick Zyra,
free
you
for a
play
while that
around
just does
Zyra,
not
and
die,
Zyra
but
carries the game
so
because her
much
clear is so
space,
quick and
you
she
can't
becomes
really
really
follow
OP.
up onto Upset who's so low.
But if she mispositions or she loses flash or she gets engaged on, you lose a lot of power in your draft. She needs a lot of people around her and she needs a lot of time. Well, not time, she needs a lot of space. This Asol has Blackfire Torch and Rylai's.
I don't think G2 have given up on this tower yet.
Broken Blade continuing to step
Can
up.
get the Q2 for the
Chrono
pullback.
Chains won't quite match. Caps taking down the tower. Broken Blade.
Razork flashed it the wrong way, but it kind of worked. No, it didn't.
Razork getting lower though. Ticking.
Oh, nice ult by
Still trying to find
Caps.
healing. He's got a Thunder Sky of his own.
Can't
Now
kill
he's
that guy.
scooting his boot out.
But the
I haven't
Pantheon's
done anything to do
alive.
with that fight.
He's gonna
We'll
die
fall
now.
here in a moment.
But Razork flashed it forwards instead of back. Look at the red on Sol though. He's not a very good side laner, but he's getting a lot of time on side. He flashed into the Aatrox Q3. And then BB dies for it. We'll say calculated, I guess.
I'm going to move on, but Razork steps forward out of the sweet spot.
Caps went a bit too far forwards. He thought they could get Sion too, but he just left his top laner to die.
Just barely executes Aatrox.
Broken Blade potentially caught out here. Brilliant Soul.
Riley's finished.
Good call out. Riley's is there. Additional slow going in. Flash forward from BB though.
Has flash BB. Oh my god, look at the healing. He tanks it all.
Broken Blade, but he's fine. That's the very angry Lumberjack who's going to hit the Q3.
Sion, Locket and Barrier, big shield.
Locket's going to be enough. They call the power of the sun down upon him. But he's huge
Volume increase.
Jackman out there in the wilderness.
Zero death Sion at 18 minutes,
they get the tower,
disappointing.
they're now sacking their control as Caps now looking for an angle about to body slam, flash.
Here's the Gragas value, baby.
Good
Boom.
damage and a shutdown.
That's a lot of gold to
close
Gragas.
it out.
Wow.
Humanoid.
That's
Now
3 Drakes to
respecting
Fnatic
the
though.
Gragas E-Flash.
4 minutes until Soul
zooming.
for Fnatic.
I will say, 4-2-1
Daysol almost has 3
for
items
Caps.
as well.
Picks like that
Lichbane
on the
Gragas. He's
sideline,
going
getting
Cosmic
that
Drive
extra
third
money
probably.
for the angle.
Looking for
Ooh,
Humanoid.
Mickey spots him.
Mickey has flash
behind
ult.
him though, so G2
Worst case.
don't want to overcommit.
They're looking for Asol.
They're
They're going to find him here as well with the Blast Cone. But a bit too deep, Caps.
Sidestep going in. Slow down.
2 ults gone. This is a big ult from Raiden Soul if he gets it off.
Boom!
Holy shit.
Descending. LeBron taken out. Fnatic.
Pantheon ult to chase, stops.
G2 in that instance, but Humanoid wants
There
to
it is,
chase.
Pantheon
It's
ult.
a bit crazy.
Upset, flash the
Humanoid,
wall.
nothing if not crazy.
Everyone get in here.
Everyone
get in here.
Still standing.
Help Upset.
Razork not taking any damage. Courtesy of the
Boom,
Assault
sniped by
Cast,
Razork, big shot.
Possible, but it does not happen.
Oscar moved mid to get
Shutdown
mid tier
comes
1,
through
needs to
and
cover bot tier
Oscar
2.
continues
Maybe
his
a
assault
base
to
from
the
Upset
mid
to go
lane.
bot.
Humanoid
Or an
Dragon
Atakan.
versus a
Starts.
Oh, Caps
Yeah, you
missed
can
the
see
E and then
good
got stunned, and then
sidestep
Gragas
from
and
Humanoid.
Leona ult didn't hit.
Doesn't push Humanoid back into
And
the
then
solar
big
flare.
Asol
And at
ult.
this stage,
Those
Drake in
leads
2
really
minutes.
paying off.
This
And again,
looks
this is the
like
power
a
of their
straight up
champions.
Fnatic win.
In case it wasn't,
This looks like a straight up Fnatic win.
the Gragas, I think. But it does
Michael
matter.
X with the Hex Flash.
Drafting a comp, it's all
Into
about
the
putting
hook.
people in a very tiny circle.
Into the Raiden Soul E.
You don't want a champ who's gonna make
LeBron
that
flashes
worse.
forwards
Now,
onto
Sion just keeps running, but he
Humanoid.
will not find the connection. Still, the ulti going in for
Aatrox
Humanoid,
healing
extra
big.
50 stack.
Into the Cyber ult, into the
Double
Aatrox. Big kills for G2.
Carries rooted.
Can
Razork
BB
trying
live,
to jump
or is
back
he
in,
dead?
stop
He's
Broken
dead.
Blade getting on his backline, and he will be
That
successful.
Aatrox heals a lot, but
1 for 1, 2 for
he doesn't
1
have that much yet.
overall in
He's only
favor
2
of
items.
Fnatic. Human lives.
The MF and
there
the
is so
Aatrox
much
are...
CC for this Aatrox.
I guess the
It
Aatrox is pretty strong, but still.
impossible life to get
Bit of
Humanoids,
paper, really.
but for Upset,
This Sion has
Oscar
136
continuing to
CS.
push on this bottom side.
Ew, 22
And
minutes.
this is again why I
And
think
0 deaths?
Sion
What the
is
fuck?
undervalued in it, but
Was a
he's
good
just
fight
pulling
initially.
Skumon back. He's
But
pulling
Upset has a lot of damage, so even if Humanoid dies, the Aatrox is still one shot.
As you start to walk.
Herald mid, BB on the
Slowed
side
up
on a pink though.
by the Aurelion
Humanoid
Soul.
sees him and has Rylai's.
And now the call is
Slow him down, he has a
collapse
cone
onto
though.
Broken Blade, but who's getting collapsed on?
Takes the healing
First just
plant.
the tower charge, Fnatic retreating again, 8 seconds. Set also
I
flashless.
think they've lost the position, haven't they, G2?
There was a
Fnatic have
time
just
for
waited it out.
G2 to
Nice
find
sweeper
the
plant.
combo. The time is now. Broken Blade
Hook misses.
again on the flank.
BB on the side,
Eyes
yeah.
on Caps.
Labrov's gonna
Another
get
bit of
hooked in a
time
second,
before
I can
they
feel
pull
it.
the trigger. When will they go?
I think they might just hook Leona.
They spot Broken Blade.
They're gonna go on
Retreat
BB.
now going in. They want to collapse on the flanker. All of Fnatic.
No
turning
flash on
back.
Aatrox.
G2 trying to prioritize, trying to move in.
Sion will take a lot of damage here.
Work with the
Will he
space
die though?
gained here. Bit of damage
No,
down
he
to
won't.
Oscar.
They have no
All
damage
down
for
to
Sion.
Leona. TP
They have
coming in
MF
as well.
Gragas.
Broken Blade regrouping for the whole
Oh,
fight.
flash hook on the Caps.
He managed to find the hook on the Caps. Knockup going into Hansa.
Does Caps have stopwatch?
The damage is
Caps
there, but
flashes
Hansa
in.
firing.
Big MF
The
ult.
strangle doors. Combined
Not
with
enough.
the MF ult,
Not
is it
enough.
going to be enough?
They're both
Ulti
one.
from Humanoid. Breathing line into
BB's
G2.
low.
Fnatic
Hansama's gonna
holding
die
on to
here.
the gun, pushing in,
Skumon's
looking for
gonna
a
die
few
here.
more.
Upset a bit far forwards. Gets the kill. Gets the kill. Oh my god. Look at Fnatic's health bars. Look at them. Look at them health bars. Look at them health bars. Are you kidding? Oscar, what are you
I
doing?
don't think you win this against Broken Blade. BB should be able to chop him down as he stands, although
You
the
win those
rest
or
of
what?
Fnatic, here comes the ultimate from Razork.
He doesn't have time to win it.
Hola.
And that's the problem, but he tries to
Big.
style.
That's
it's
GG.
just not enough. Humanoid.
That's GG.
Puts him on
He lands
MF
the hook
ult
here onto
almost
Caps.
fried
Caps
everyone.
flashes forward to try and
Just
make
a bit
something
more
happen,
damage.
But at the bullet time,
And he would have
shreds
triple killed
through
them.
Fnatic, but
707 jungle, 80.
No, they can't.
Humanoid can clear the
Looks
mid
like
wave.
They'll try to force something in the mid
Oh,
lane.
big
Nice
pick by
combo
Caps.
Going in. Cast to knock back. Stun is
Big
there.
pick by
Humanoid
Caps,
knows
but
that
they're
he's
gonna
been
lose top in
taken
it, maybe.
down. Excellent pick from G2 mid lane as Caps takes that one.
They're gonna lose top in it.
The bases get tatters though. Fnatic,
It's a kill,
they don't
but it's not a
care, they're just
tower.
gonna keep
Skumon
going.
needs to
Reset
force the
for
fight
Razork,
here.
though, means that
Needs to
they're
fight.
members of Fnatic.
Skumon
Standard.
stepping
Labrov's
behind.
moving. Caps has
Here come
TP.
the
G2
Banshees.
needs to take a 5v4
But actually
now.
damage. And you can see, even as they're retreating, the poke that they're laying down is so much to deal with. TP there. G2, if they can win this fight, They've got a chance to come back to this game. Caps.
Bit of damage.
Forward, lays down the cask.
Razork turns. Razork pops the E. He should die here.
Trying to buy space for the rest of the lineup. Running now. Knows
He has
that
the
he's
move
done
speed.
for. Turns back on a
Razork.
with a bit of extra healing coming in.
Thunder Sky. Dead. One.
Won't come up in time.
They got one.
Shut down onto Razork. G2.
Still 8k gold down. Still 8k gold down.
But Fnatic enough
That
for
Pantheon
LeBron
is going to get
close the
Sterak
distance,
soon.
but it just
Does
wasn't
that
quite
guy
enough.
die? No.
We'll be able to walk
Say the
away.
line, Sally. Nope.
It's
Not
just a
saying the
little
line.
bit too late. And then
Topping
the
it
pressure is
down.
on.
Super Minions going in.
This is just a single best of 3, but it's a question we'll come back to.
I think they just need to not
progresses.
dive them here, Fnatic. Chat, I'm
They're
not gonna
taking
lie,
it slow
I
once more.
swear
They
Aatrox
have
items were the
value
same with the
in
Dragon
super
fight
creeps
on
that
Soul.
top side. Let the
What
super
the
creeps
fuck?
do the work. Having Oscar
What
to
the
push
fuck?
in mid is up
Sterak's
Fnatic.
on Pantheon,
It's just
that
to
guy
look
is
for this Elder Dragon in
unkillable.
a minute and a half.
And you can see
Unkillable.
how little space G2 control.
How much
Caps.
gold is my con?
So many players would have walked up to take that wave.
600
Observers
gold?
beautifully highlighting that he
What
doesn't.
the
He
fuck?
waits.
Or humanoid.
Elder in
The,
30 seconds.
Some of that armor
The game
pen.
could turn.
And even though you don't have anyone that's particularly
Maybe
tanky
5%
on the
chance.
side of
Big
G2,
X for doubt.
it still is going to
Hold that thought. Game going
Flash
in.
engage onto
Fighting
Hansama.
engage. Humanoid ready to
Into the
respond.
silent Q.
That's
Oh
the
my
point.
god,
Perfect
he's getting
catch in the middle of the
absolutely
lane.
annihilated.
G2's bot lane gone in the blink
What
of an
the
eye.
frick?
Skewmon next. Caps and BB.
Nice engage.
All that stands
Nice
between
engage.
Fnatic and victory.
And I don't.
Caps is TPing to the wave.
Tank it. Look at his items.
They
He's
will
not-
end it.
like,
Wow.
he's probably gonna
G2
heal
have lost
off of
3
his
series in a
tower,
row.
To be perfectly honest,
They've
they
lost
don't
to
need the
G2.
wave.
They lost to
They've
BDS.
got an
They lost to
undead
Giant
war
X.
machine at the front.
5 seconds till LeBron. Ulti there.
I think their meta reads a
Fnatic on
bit
the
weird.
march to victory. They
They're a bit
couldn't
all over
find
the
it
place.
day one, but it looks like they will find it against G2.
Broken Blade.
Broken Blade and LeBron.
One shot.
The last 2 left standing, but Broken Blade will fall. LeBron.
Oh,
will
sorry, they lost to
fall.
Fnatic. My bad, G2.
Is finally
That was a Fnatic,
arrived,
BDS,
but
and
it's
Giant X.
just
G2 lost to
too
G2.
late.
Oh, what?
A
That hook
triple
hit?
kill for
Mods?
the Pantheon. It looks like they want to feed him the Quadra, maybe even the Penta, but Upset won't let it happen. Fnatic in Madrid take down G2.
G2 on a losing streak, man.
And what do we have left to say? An incredible moment.
I thought after the break
To
between
shots.
winter and spring, and they came into spring and went 3-0, I thought, wow, okay, G2 might actually be back on it. But they are not back on it. They were back on it for 2-3 weeks. They are now back the fuck off it.